Print and input are functions to print something and get input from users, respectively. The print function prints something out to the user. By default, when your program runs, nothing gets printed out except for errors. In order to print something out from your program, we need to call the print function and pass in an argument which specifies what to print. The key thing to remember about print is that it's for people, meaning that it's to benefit people who are running your program by giving them some output. So again, by default, if we create a variable named greeting and assign it to a string, hello, then nothing is going to print out when I run this program. In order to get something out, then I need to actually call print and pass in what I want to print out. In this case, it's going to be greeting. And just note that print always prints out the value of the expression and not the expression itself. So if I print out the value of 3 plus 3, then I get 6. The input function asks for input from the user. The argument passed in is the prompt that tells the user what to input. And note that input always returns a string even if the user enters a number. So here's a simple program that asks for the user for two numbers, first num and second num, using two different input statements. And then it computes the total by saying first num plus second num, and it prints out that total. So if I run this program and I enter 10 and 20, then I get the output 10, 20. And this is because first num is the string 10, and second num is the string 20. And when I add the string 10 plus the string 20, then I get the string 10, 20, because Python is concatenating the strings, not adding their integer values. So the way that we get around this is that we need to cast first num and second num as integers by adding an int cast here. So now when I run this program and I enter 10 for first num, then it gets the integer 10, and second num gets the integer 20, and now the integer 10 plus the integer 20 is 30 like we would expect. So print is for people. It's a function that prints things out to the user. And input is kind of the reverse of print. Instead of printing something out to the user, it asks the user to enter a value. And the thing to remember about input is that it always returns a string, and if we want it to be a number, then we need to cast it to either an integer or a float.